2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Fortune there, Mean Green. You still up in there with a great big old hammer. Hey, Mean Green, you still got it going on. Motormouth Maul right there right now. I got down.
Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
North Carolina, Motormouth Maul stepping. Bye.
How about her, DX Land? 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Missouri, he's stepping on through in fine style. Check this out. Watch this. Hold on.
Oh, Motormouth Maul. Mr. Motormouth Maul, the Godfather underneath the arch over there in Missouri, stepping on through. Break.
There you go, Godfather. While you're out there on Missouri doing your thing, Motormouth Maul stepping right there right now. Break.
Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Hey, I heard somebody say you have a copy, and I heard Stump in the yard. Stump, I heard you up in there, and I heard somebody say copy. Was that Lady 111 ever?
Yeah, Bill. I want to go in there and big captain here to get my name called and give me some money. Wait.
841, hard punch in Mobile. I heard you up in there, too. Hello, Kimberly. 841 out there. If you got a sloppy copy, I'll say hello to you one more time. 841 is that hard punch in Mobile, radio station, Motormouth Maul, waving and stepping.
I got a sloppy copy on that Motormouth Maul. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Hey, Mean Green. You want to come in there with that big old Chevy Suburban up against a Ford Taurus, and you wanted to say, how hard is he punching? Hey, Mean Green, down there in Houston, Texas, you wanted to know how hard 841 Mobile was punching. Well, I'll tell you what, you got all up in here. Check this out. The Watergate don't lie. Hang on, let me start from the beginning. Real mean down there on Houston, Texas. Motormouth Maul stepping, I got down.
Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
You have a happy new year out there also. It's good talking to you.
And I'll tell you what, Mean Green, I guess they don't do anything small in Texas, do they? Hey, Mean Green, I guess they do not do anything small over there in Texas. Mean Green, Motormouth Maul, your West Coast beast right there, right down in the road.
Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul, Motormouth Maul. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Radio station Motormouth Maul, got down.
Radio station Motormouth Maul, radio station Motormouth Maul. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Good out there in Texas. Hope you finally get some good weather out there, man. Wake up.
Hey, Godfather, and I tell you what, while you're working a big old station under the arches, you sound real good. Hey, Godfather, I heard Mean Green over there. He'd come up in there and say everything in Texas is big, even the radios. Everything is big in Texas. Hey, Godfather, while you rolled up in there, too, in fine style, Motormouth Maul, looking around Missouri, I got down. Break.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Maul, 235, Bermuda, break. Hey, take care. Have a good day.
73s and blessings and good graces around your place, sir. Godfather, good to hear you up in there. Man, you smoking. I changed to a different receiver antenna. I heard you up in there a little bit better. I heard Mean Green up in there too, though. So you got to watch out for Mean Green. He got a hammer out there. Hey, Godfather,
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down to Stuck Plug Mud Ducking Radio.
Get your mind off the Motormouth Maul.
10-4. Hey, by the way, Godfather, this is a playback of that thing. Let's see how you sound out there in that Kenwood. Hang on.
Into this Kenwood receiver. Take care of 7-3's Motor Mouth Mall. 757 Godfather, the weakest station in the nation, back wide.
There you go, Godfather. While you're making that Kenwood showing up out here on my neck of the woods out here in fine style, keep on with it. Keep it on. Godfather, Motor Mouth Mall, stepping and got down.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the Stuff Plugging Mud Ducking Radio.
Hey, Cookie Chris, Jelly Belly got a copy.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the Stuff Plugging Mud Ducking Radio.
I'm not sure exactly what the layout of the land is in that radio, but I would imagine a modulator in there would work real good. And as long as there's a stage in there, one stage, if it's a MOSFET, if it's a one stage that can be modulated, if it's a Class C stage during AM, then that would be the hot ticket. Ain't no doubt about that, but we'll have to investigate and see what's going on there. Anyway, Godfather, take care, 7-3s. A pleasure with the double measure, Motor Mouth Mall waving and stepping. While I worked with some MIDI radio out here, Motor Mouth Mall style, on this Cobra 29 I got down.
Motor Mouth Mall, Motor Mouth Mall, Motor Mouth Mall, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the Stuff Plugging Mud Ducking Radio. Dammer Cecil, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the Stuff Plugging Mud Ducking Radio.
Motor Mouth Mall waving breaker.
We're waving, Motor Mouth Mall breaker. 2007 Ridge Runner said that.
I believe I heard a 418 out there at 27.282. Hey, 418. You've been there on 27.282. Check this out. I heard a 418 on a second here. Where are you? Right here. I heard a 4 something. I didn't know who that was, but I think you know who you are if you heard yourself on the gate. Hello to you, Motor Mouth Mall waving and stepping. I got down, break.
Motor Mouth Mall, Motor Mouth Mall, Motor Mouth Mall. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the Stuff Plugging Mud Ducking Radio.
Zero, you're way down low on frequency. You got to come up to 27.285. You're low on frequency. You're at 27.280. You want to be at 27.285 to break.
How about her breaker for that Motor Mouth Mall? 2007 Ridge Runner with the wave.
What's what there, break?
Breaker for that Motor Mouth Mall.
I don't know. I couldn't quite. There's like a narrow band, 1 kilohertz audio bandwidth there. I'm not sure who that is. Let me play that back. Hang on. I want to say that's 919. If you did something different to your radio, I don't know what happened there, but it might be 919 based on the speech pattern, but I don't know. Motor Mouth Mall stepping right there right now, break.
Motor Mouth Mall, Motor Mouth Mall, Motor Mouth Mall, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the Stuff Plugging Mud Ducking Radio.
Jelly Belly.
Motor Mouth Mall, can you say Ridge Runner, Ridge Runner, Ridge Runner, Missouri?
Parking lot. That was probably a 010 over there. That was probably 010 while he's cruising around in the Walmart parking lot to break. Tell him I said Happy New Year.
Breaker for that Motor Mouth Mall, breaker for that Motor Mouth Mall, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this Stuff Plugging Mud Ducking Radio.
Hey, bye you boy. It's been a long time since I heard you roll up in my radio, Motor Mouth Mall waving.
Motor Mouth Mall 235 in Bermuda Island, caller.
How about her 23.5 Bermuda, 23.5 Bermuda, 2007 Ridge Runner, Missouri, USA.
Once again, it's been a little while, and I haven't heard him getting his name called for a while. I was getting a little bit worried, but I hear he's still out there doing his thing, so that's a good thing to break.
How about her Bermuda, 2007 Ridge Runner out here in Missouri, USA, waving.
There's somebody around the Smoky Hills, and then I think they followed it up by USA waving. So there's somebody out there might be talking out of the country. I'm not sure who that is. Let me give a listen for a second here. Who is out there talking possibly to another country to break?
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plugging my ducking radio, Motormouth Mall.
Roger that there.
Hey, tell Jelly Billy I said hello.
Hey, my friend. Happy New Year's. Bayou Boy. Jelly Belly with that Central Coast 4-1 wave.
How about her, Bermuda? Bermuda, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plugging my ducking radio.
And one more time to your friend. Red Mustang, St. Louis road. I 10-4. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'm probably plugging Jelly Belly's ears and Grandpa Jones and Copperhead and all the big stations over here around Santa Maria, California, so I might get out of the middle of the road there. But good to hear you up in there, Bayou Boy. Radio station Motormouth Mall. Your undermodulated West Coast beast. Goddamn.
How about her, Motormouth Mall, Motormouth Mall, Motormouth Mall, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plugging my ducking radio.
I'll never go back to a beam again. Hey, Bayou Boy, I'll never go back to a beam. I've had, 3 elements, 5 elements, a couple 8 elements, a couple dual polarity 8 elements, and a 16 element 117 footer. And I compared, well, first of all, the 117 footer was a pain in the neck. You had to move it here, move it there, move it here, move it there, point it here, point it there. Forget that nut. So I put this thing up in here, and this thing works, man. I'll tell you what, it's not just about gain. It's about, this doesn't have any gain. it's pretty low on the gain scale. But as far as conversational stuff goes and being able to hear a lot more in my radio and talk to a lot more in my radio and hold a conversation a lot better on my radio, this antenna right here is where it's at to break.
How about her, Bermuda, 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 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the stuff plugging my ducking radio.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, it's that's part of the goodnesses of circular polarization. It's pretty rock solid, and it puts something up in there no matter what. I mean, I've seen it fade. I've heard it fade a little bit here and there, but not nearly like the other ones do.
How about her, Bermuda, 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 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this nut plugging my ducking radio, USA.
How about it, Glenn? How about it,
410. Hey, when you were up on 29, did you hear me bleeding over on 29, or was it pretty quiet up there, Brady?
Hey, smoke that. T-Bird, break a break.
How about her, T-Bird San Diego, T-Bird San Diego, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the stuff plugging my ducking radio.
The shoulders drop down a little bit below that, but I think it's about 9 kilohertz wide, side to side, and then it rolls off pretty good. So I'm trying to keep things on the quiet side there, Brady.
Please come out. The Walmart parking lot, I'm down.
Oh yeah, 766, 7'6" on the west side, the big man getting down all about the cars and the big stars, the movie stars, and whatever else he says. I don't know, but anyway, he's always talking about the cat house. No, man, I want to stay on the channel I'm on. I don't want to, I have people out there emailing me all the time to say, hey, can you talk to 766? He's on 6, but I hear him real good on channel 17 and 28 and everywhere else across the band. It's like, no, I ain't gonna say nothing. He's got a, from what I understand, he's got a real good, quote unquote, broadcast engineer helping him out over there. So anyway, some of us broadcast engineers practice what we preach, I guess. Motormouth Mall stepping loose, did I say that? All right.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the stuff plugging my ducking radio.
Well, get chewing all the noises out of here.
2007 Ridge Runner in Missouri waving.
Here, 431.
Oh, I know, and he's loud too. He's loud. He's got a big old hammer, and it works good for him. I just do this little thing with a peanut whistle here, and it does what it does, and I'm all good with it to break it. I ain't gonna expect too doggone much. I got this thing slow rolling right now, and I could push it a whole lot harder, but ain't no point in doing that to break.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the stuff plugging my ducking radio. How about her skip land, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plugging my ducking radio.
About it, skip land, 900.
How about her 999, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plugging my ducking radio.
Not a resolution, but you get to have a little bit better insight as to what's going on than if everything's up in the cherry patch.
You put it in the corner, we put it over 001, get it back.
How about her DX Land, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plugging my ducking radio.
Or to get up a little bit higher to break. If they're always in the cherry patch and they stay content, if they're always up in the cherry patch and they figure they got it made, they're going to stay content. You want to raise the bar to break.
Go 001 with a wave.
DX Land, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down the stuff playing my ducking radio.
I think somebody got some mistaken going on there. Hey, Bayou boys, somebody keyed up and said this antenna is a bleeder. Maybe he's talking about 766, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. A Motormouth Maul waving right there, right now. Bayou boy, I got down.
I wish that Motormouth Maul would wave at Ridge Runner. Ridge Runner, 2007 Ridge Runner said that.
10-4. Here, let me go put some more fire in the wire for you. Maybe you need a little bit more of that, a little bit more of this, and a little bit more of that right there. See what that does for you. There's a little bit more. I got down.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plugging my ducking radio.
Let me go back down where I was. Yeah, no, I may not be supposed to be hearing you, but I'm hearing you real good there. Hey, by you, boy, that 4 pill was devastating.
Which this 4 pill was devastating. Which this 4 pill was doing the deal. 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff playing my ducking radio.
It's called meter preservation. Hey, by you, boy, it's called. I got too much audio up in here. There we go. It's called meter preservation or break. Roger, on the built-in attenuator.
Davy Crockett's mail. I'm talking to Davy Crockett.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff playing my ducking radio.
It's just working. Man, I tell you what, like I said, I'll never go back to a Yagi. I mean, I like a Yagi maybe occasionally for a receive antenna, and I do want to convert my 3-element Yagi, which is fixed looking east. I want to put it on the rotor so I can use it, go in different directions. I use it for diversity receiving. You know, I use a Yagi in combination with a couple other antennas sometimes. Sometimes I don't use the Yagi at all, but I like to have it as part of my diverse receive system. Because this antenna, I just leave fixed pointed wherever I'm talking and everywhere else that it covers, and then I just use the diversity to steer my receive signal a little bit there, Break.
2007 Ridge Runner with the wave. 2242 Puerto Rico, 2007 Ridge Runner, Missouri, USA with the wave.
He said he could hear me a little bit on those, but you know, there's a lot that denotes bleed over. Bleed over is caused by several things. For one, how much bandwidth is outside of your actual designated, you know, what the IF of the radio is capable of dealing with. And two, severe front-end overload, the quality of the radio. I mean, I've got radios here in the shop that I can turn on in the shop and not hear myself a channel away. So, yeah, it's one person's radio and what one person hears in comparison to what others hear, or what that same person might hear from other stations, can vary quite a lot. That was a response from somebody on Facebook there, by the way. Anyway, yeah, Bayou Boy, I wish you had a video gate rolling. I'd like to see what this thing's doing down there in your neck of the woods, break.
Oh, what is that, my man? 001 got up.
2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plug mud ducking radio.
10-4, well, that Cobra DX Classic is nice, man. I'll tell you what. It's working. It sounds good. By the way, I'm making 200%. You know, somebody else might hear me too, they don't realize I'm making 200% modulation peaks. I'm keying 5. You can add the zeros if you want in there, but I'm keying 5 and making 200% positive peaks. Do the math. I ain't gonna say too much more about that. But that ain't your typical, that ain't typical. Let me go down to 100% modulation for you. I won't change the carrier. I'm just gonna drop down to 100% modulation. This is what a normal, whoops, I see it's still too much. This is what normal 100% modulation sounds like right there. A little quieter. Hey, Bayou Boy, that's 100% modulation right there. And then I'm going to just roll it up here a little bit to 200% modulation right there, right now. Breaker.
Go ahead, Breaker 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner getting on down this stuff plug mud ducking radio.
No doubt about that. Bayou Boy, well, you got that Maul down. Radio station Motormouth Maul, West Coast Beast, right there, right now.
How about her West Coast Beast? West Coast Beast, 2007 Northeast Missouri, the Ridge Runner with the wave.
Mobile around Walmart.
Some things come in good packages. Hey, Bayou Boy, sometimes a good signal comes on a small carrier. You know, it doesn't always need the power, you don't always need the watts. So you got it going on. That's for doggone sure. Bayou Boy, Motormouth Maul, waving and stepping while you're working that 4-pill in devastating style like that down.
Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. 2007 Ridge Runner Northeast Missouri just got down.